This is Umar for BoxNation. Just to give people some context here, obviously we did an interview yesterday in Morecambe with Frank. I'm now up in Manchester. I'm at the Matchroom press conference, so the audio, couldn't find a completely silent room. The audio might be a bit disorientated on my side, but on Frank's side, it should be perfect, unless you've got someone hidden in your office.
Get down.
Is that Matt Rich? No, Frank, yeah. Look, let's just go straight into it. This is going to be a quick chat. We saw some comments from Anthony Yarde last night regarding promotional situation in terms of also the Joshua Buatsi fight. What can you tell me?
Well, our position is very, very simple. We have a contract with him which is still in force.
Okay, so why did he say that last night?
I don't know. You have to ask him. Maybe that's what he feels, what he's being advised. I have no idea, but our position is very, very simple. He has contractual obligations to us.
Okay. Have you spoke to Tunde or Anthony since that video went out?
I haven't spoken to Tunde for a few weeks. I spoke to his lawyer, and Anthony, I had an exchange with him last week, and that's it, really. And he sent me a text a couple of days ago, but that's it. And I don't understand this, but it is where it's at. And that's the position. And I will emphasise, we always defend our contractual positions.
Right. Okay. So would you say the relationship has broken down personally, Frank, or not?
Oh, well, I hope not. I hope not. Certain things have happened. I'm not going to go into detail of it at the moment, but it's very, very disappointing. I don't think anybody could have supported anybody more than we have with Anthony. And I've always said, and I really do like Anthony, and I don't know why we're in this position, but we are. And we moved on from there. We've done brilliant for him. We've provided him opportunity for 2 world title fights. He came to us, I think, after 11 or 12 amateur fights, and we've done I know I've done a great job as a promoter for him. I couldn't have done any more than I've done.
Okay. When did this breakdown, if you like, I'm going to call it a breakdown, happen? Did it happen since the Joshua Buatsi sort of negotiation started?
Yeah, well, we're negotiating with Boxer on behalf of Josh Buatsi. We agreed terms with them, and we got TNT, Sky, Boxer, and Queensbury. Everybody agreed to do a deal on a 50-50 basis, and unfortunately, we can't get the deal done with Anthony's side.
Okay. How does this?
That is for me. I always do the best I can for our guys, and irrespective of what people are saying, was being said, that is a fair deal. Josh Buatsi, what does he bring to the table? What do both boxers bring to the table? Josh Buatsi brings to the table, he's number 1 in the BO, the BC, and the WBA, and he's number 2 in the IBF. And that's ranked. He's ranked in all those organisations in front of Anthony Yarde. We've got the show going on the 1st of June out in Riyadh for the Undisputed. So those guys are tied up, and I know what's happening after that fight. So whoever was to win that fight, if we got it done, would be the number 1. If may even wind up being an interim champion if we get an interim fight away. So that is what where we were at, and unfortunately, we've not managed to get that over the line, and I'm very, very disappointed.
Frank, I hate to ask this really, but is this looking like it's going to go to court?
Well, I hope not, because I hope we can resolve this. But like I've just said, as far as I'm concerned, anyone will tell you, we have a contract with somebody. We expect them, like we expect ourselves, to honour it. And he has contractual obligations, contrary to what he's being advised to us.
Okay. Would you like to say anything else on this matter with Anthony?
Yeah, I just hope we can resolve it and get the fight on that we're all talking about. We've got, as I've just said, TNT, Sky broadcast it, 50-50 basis. Boxer, Queensbury agreed to that. Buatsi's agreed to it. Josh Buatsi's agreed to it, and that's where we are.
Okay.
So I'm at a loss. I can't say any more other than that. Other than, as I say, it's very, very disappointing. You know, he's had four important fights in his career, Anthony, and three of those he lost, and we continued to deliver. And right up to this minute, we can deliver this fight.
It's a bit of a shame to see because, you know, you and Anthony have had this great journey for years and years.
I got to tell you something. We have, and I can't tell you how disappointed I am. I can't tell you how disappointed I was to see that video yesterday. Just can't tell you how disappointed. But look, it is what it is, and we're in that position. It is. You know, I am quite sad about it. But sometimes the message that the conversations you have in the messages you have to people, they don't get delivered in the way that they were said and so forth. And that happens. And I get that. I've been down that road a few times over the years with some well-known fighters, and those fighters have, over the years, come back and said, you know, they wish it hadn't turned out how it turned out because that, you know, they now know the position. I'm going to tell you something, whatever happens here, and I hope it gets resolved, I hope we're not in a situation where Anthony in a few years' time look back and say, what on earth, why on earth did this happen? Because he couldn't have had anybody, he can't have and couldn't have anybody who's been more supportive than me with him. Nobody.
Okay. Well, listen, as I said at the start, this was only just on this and the video last night from Anthony. I've got to get a train back to London from Manchester. So no doubt we'll have a proper catch up soon next week. All right, Frank?
I'll see you next week, my friend.
Cheers, Frank.
Be good. Bye, mate.